Well, I know that Jamie and them were trying to, oh, I guess trying to make something happen, but even they shut that down. I don't know what's going on with that because it seems like even though yes, that you're my friend, but I don't want to hear what y'all trying to say. At the same time, they're agreeing with them and saying no, I don't feel like that. Um, the whole situation with Clifton and all kind of stuff. Now, one
Mm.
thing I didn't know is when Joy said that she felt like that Ashley put her hand in a man's face. And I want to ask you guys, this is what I want to ask you guys this question. How do y'all feel about that as far as a woman putting her hands in your man's face? Is that like a physical thing or whatever? What do y'all think about that?
Oh, I'll go. First of all, my mom always told me don't put yourself in no man's place. I'm not putting my face, and I'm not putting no hands on a man first or getting all up in his face or whatever because people don't know other people's level of crazy. First of all, there. And I think when the incident did happen, when Joy stepped in front of Clifton, I think that was a good thing so that her and Ashley, two women, could if what it hopefully thank God it didn't go there, but you don't want a man and a woman going there. She stood in front of her husband and they ain't even talking, about barely they're talking about how I think Arena barely brought it up about how Ashley was putting her hands in Clifton's face, but saying she disrespected because Clifton leaned over her and she almost damn near taller than him in heels. But anyways, I digress.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna say this. I'm from the south. I'm from the south, and I'm gonna tell you this right now that if you put your hands, if you're a woman and you put your hand in another man's face, that is seen as some kind of attack or whatever. If he's not going to react, these days men unfortunately react like women sometimes. Sorry, but they do.
Mm,
A woman, his woman, go come out the bag like, "Don't put your hand in my man." It's gonna be something like that or whatever. And that it's sometimes like spit can be illegal. Putting your hands to someone's
hmm
face in certain areas could be a sign of, oh, it's time to fight. So this
right.
fight, I know people are tired of talking about it, but it's starting to like make the stories getting bigger and bigger as we talk about it. I feel like this whole situation where did he lean in? Did she put the hand in the face? To me, all of it is messed up. You got quick, don't want to talk to him. Which again, most men, you're supposed to defend your woman if something like that is happening. But at
Right.
the same time, a man will tell his woman, "Baby girl, you know you wrong." Da da da. Now I don't know if that happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen in a relationship, but even myself, as high strung as I am, I don't have a problem with my guy telling me, baby, in this instance, you were loud and wrong. You know what I'm saying? You would need to hear that. And I've received that. Does it happen here? I don't know because they keep bringing it like it doesn't. What do you, Erica? What do you think about
Well,
that?
I don't think
And
you've
welcome,
seen the video.
Well,
Erica.
thank you. Yeah, like I don't. Okay, so I didn't really want to review the footage again because yeah, like I'm kind of tired of it. But to
Everybody is.
some extent, I
Mhm.
know. So, but to some extent, so to me, for one, I felt like maybe she came in the room a little too hot towards Clifton, but at the end of the day, she's basically like, get to stepping. Me and your wife been into it, so it's time for y'all to leave. And I felt like he did lean over her. Honestly, I don't think he was just. I
Mm.
wouldn't take it like he was all out disrespecting her or whatever.
Right,
But
right, right,
the
right,
way they
right.
clipped it, the way the footage fell to me, it looked like he was leaning over. Like I don't see what your problem is, and he leaned in. I don't think he was trying to intimidate her or anything, but and I don't think it was a huge. I mean, I think they both probably were wrong. So to some extent, it's like, can you all both,
Sorry.
admit that you had that you made mistakes or whatever, which apparently we're beyond that. So,
Mm-hmm.
so I am not totally actually against Ashley because I'm not really clear as to why they came to her space, kind of like with the house. Like if you beefing with somebody, why I guess it's production. I'm not sure, but to me, it's a certain way you carry yourself if you're on somebody else's area. Um, so and Quick to me, it's like, okay, are you looking at the footage? Like to me, Quick is going to take Ashley's side
Yes.
because that's her perspective. So
Mm-hmm.
unless he actually sees it, I don't see how he's even in a place to check her unless he's like, okay. I said that they could stay and they should be able to stay. But
Well,
otherwise,
he could say
you know,
that, and we don't know if that was said because we all know about the gray area. We talk about this all the time on here. How we don't see it, Dina. We talk about this behind the scenes. We don't see
Mhm.
everything, so of course we
right,
don't know what was shown. That conversation may have happened, Erica, where the behind the scenes he might have said, "Now because look how we saw the part where he even talked to her about it." Now that conversation may have been expounded. You know what I'm saying, to where those topics you just talked about, where a topic of conversation, but we don't know because as far as editing goes, they're going to show us what they want to show us for drama
exactly.
and all the mess. So it is unfortunate, but at the same time, I don't know, man. With the editing, even with the fight, we don't actually know what was the entire fight was shown. We're going back and forth. A black man, saying that he leaned someone's face is a very severe and a very, very it's up there saying that a black
Right.
man you was in a woman's face. So for me, you know how I move. Even with Jamie, any of them, I move a certain way. How if I speak about black men, ready to love, people say, "Oh, you for the black man." I know how this goes, just like for black women. But for black men, it's crazy. If you say they're in someone's face or do something physical, that could tarnish somebody. So I do move a certain way when it comes to certain verbiage. I hope everyone understands that. Dina,
Yes.
you want to add to the conversation, Mama?
I was just gonna say, you know how sometimes they what they call breaking the fourth wall, and it could be that Quick has not seen the footage until we get to the reunion, or you know how they say they send them clips or whatever before they film the reunion, or they have like a showing of what's being done or whatever they however they do it before the reunion, so everybody can be caught up on what topics to talk about.
Mhm.
I personally don't think that he's seen the footage because I do agree with Erica. They both were in the wrong because she came in on 1,000 and he should have just backed up and let Joy handle the situation. Me personally, if I was somewhere with my man and
Right.
I see him into it with another man, I'm not jumping in the middle of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
I might grab his hand and be like, baby, let's just go for
There
somebody
you
else,
go. There you go.
or something like that. But I'm not going. I wouldn't put myself in all up in some other man's face or whatever. Like I'm a Billy Badass or nothing like that. So honestly, like I said, he should have. I personally, if I was Clifton, I would have went and sat in the corner with Jamie and minded my own business and unless it got physical personally.
I have to agree that I feel like that I wish Clifton would have took a back seat. Okay, and I say this because not saying that Clifton is admitting to wrong or right because would do what Dina's saying, but I'm saying taking the back seat would have prevented a lot of things. There's a lot of
Hmm.
times that you've seen your uncle, your guy, your brother, or maybe your boyfriend, somebody you're with, where it's like, man, I already see where this is going. Yes, she's a lot. Yes, she's wrong. But if you get involved, she's gonna be in the right and you're gonna be wrong. So just step back. And I've been there and seen it. So I wish he would have just stepped back and be like, look, I'm not even gonna get involved with this because him leaning in, making a face or whatever, you know what I'm saying, caused so much dissension in this group or this whole situation, alleged fight, alleged argument, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's just a mess, completely a mess. So
Right.
with that being said, I want to go we're on the trip, and we're now one part I will say that I feel like was a light part is when they went skiing. It seemed like there was some fun stuff happening there. There was a lot of shade being
Mm.
thrown. I feel like throughout the entire episodes, like every time, I don't care who is doing what. I don't care if they're going outside to put some shoes. Joy and Clifton is a cloud. I was like, damn. I mean, every time we go to a scene, it's something about Joy and Clifton, whether they're there or not. Did you guys catch that, or is it just me?
I did, and one thing I want to say that Jamie said that the whole situation is giving hope because he was like a year ago, um they everybody hated winter or whatever, right?
Mhm.
And he was like, now we at winter's thing. And then when she hurt herself, he was like, a year ago I would have hurt the other leg. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
there's hope that that they can eventually get on one accord. But I will tell you, like, if somebody it's if the whole group is always picking on you, then you're always going to be in defense mode. Right now, Joy and Clifton only have Jamie and Arena, so it's kind of split down the middle, so to speak. Because Winter and whatever her dude's name is Switzerland. They neutral, and then you got Black and Sharella and Quick and Ashley against um the petties. So it's kind of like I'm always going to be in defense mode because I know you don't like me. I know you don't rock with me. And until people, get out of that, this is the childish mentality and sit down and have an adult conversation. It might take a couple times. People are people and and they're humans and they got feelings and things get a little wild, but you got to go to the corner, take a break, breathe, and come back and be like, okay, I've collected myself. Let's continue the conversation. But it seems like every time they try to have a conversation, it just gets heated and then everybody leaves and nobody comes back to finish the conversation.
So one thing I want to go before we go into the Terry, before we go into, because I'll have some to say about that as well. I wanted to point out, every season is something that makes a kind of funny thing. We had the red light before, remember the fun size. So I guess for Clifton being new to the show, they want to call him Clifton the Big Red Dog. I said, you know what? Who came up with this shit? I was like, that was Ashley, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said they wrong. Well, Clifton don't get mad. Y'all know me. I try to have. I love clever things. I mean, to be honest, he is red, and his name is Clifton. But I'm not saying that I'm calling him that. I'm being fun because I'm light over here. But which I think did she go too far with that? Is what I wanted to ask you guys. I was like, was that
I think they've
disrespectful
all
to?
gone a little bit too far with the disrespect and the nicknames, on the husband because if
Mm,
uh if Clifton would have called Ashley the big red dog, meaning that he's calling her, the bitch word,
oh
all
snap!
hell would have broke loose.
Yes, God help. Yes, I will admit that. Um,
Yeah, I think they
go
do
ahead,
go too
Erica.
far. I don't know. Clifton is a little sassy though,
Right.
so
Well,
it's
I was saying red because of his skin tone
yeah,
and
no,
his
no, no, no.
name. That's all
I
I was.
know, right? No, I'm just saying. I can see with his sassiness where he would get a nickname. Is all I'm saying. Um,
I hate the word
but
sassy Jesus.
which
I
I
do.
do too. But I do feel like in some places it is applicable.
Yes.
But or to me, I do feel I don't know what he's done outside the show because it seemed like people were intimating like he had this reputation before. But he seems like even with Quick, he's down for Ashley, but he's not as heated in some of the arguments. He just lets Ashley defend herself and he's kind of supportive. And I feel like to some extent Clifton could do something similar.
Okay,
Um
okay. Erica, I'm right there with you. Let me say something really quick. And people, I hope we don't get offended. Now, the way I grew up with my parents who were married over 20-some years, like my mother was a fierce woman. Even though my dad, was military, head of household, all these kind of things, whatever. My mother did her thing as well. But if there was something going on, both my parents are headstrong. I would see my mother, she would, since you got to say, my dad, he would take a step back, but he let my mom do her thing and run it. Now he would step if he felt he need to, kind of like I was seeing with the Quick thing. Like you just said, I like what you said, Erica, because I feel like he'll step in if a man steps in, but if there's like a woman to woman thing or whatever, he's not going to say anything. And again, I think me and Did both have said this. We don't know if Quick checks actually behind the scenes because most men will say, "I'll do it." You know how you heard your parents say, even when you being married or having a boyfriend, your dude would say in the car, like, "Girl, what was you doing? How many
Mm-hmm.
times did that happen?"
right.
They didn't do it in public, but when you got in the car on the way home, it's like, "Baby, what was that?" I don't agree with that. Whatever. So I'm sorry, Eric. I wanted to just say that was a good point. I'm so sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, no. And yeah, so that's kind of my thing when I say sassy. I guess that's what I'm saying because to some extent, it's kind of like when you watch the housewife shows, like the husbands or I'm married to medicine or whatever. The husbands kind of you support your wife, and you're not going to let any man disrespect her. But if the women are beefing about something, You know what I mean? Why are you in the middle of it? You know what I'm saying? Why is so to me, some of it is, so when Jamie came to Clifton, like, can you apologize? Well, why, if I didn't do anything wrong? It's like, okay, but if she feels disrespected, you didn't intend to disrespect her, then just, like, to me, I feel like Clifton can kind either let Joy handle it or be willing to acquiesce on something.
I don't know. It's to me, it's a lot because when you go back and forth as far as people arguing and who say what and man and woman, da da da. You know what I'm saying? It's just at the end of the day, most of the time, and this has been going on since the beginning of time, where you'll see even growing up in the South, you see the women, kind of collectively getting together, the aunties and the whatever. I knew when something was going on growing up because I would see all the women get together in the living room. It's 2 in the morning, they talking. Either somebody caught up in jail or somebody man somebody or some stuff, whatever's going on, the women weren't handling it though. I didn't see not
Right.
one man in the room, going in there saying, hey, I'm just keeping it real. There was never a man involved. Now, mind you, as a kid, I paid attention. I would see the men talking as well, but it would be the men talking. No woman or wife or girlfriend or whatever was going in there saying, why do you die? I never saw it. It was always that separation. Because I feel like that separation, the girls are going to tell you what it is and the guys are going to do whatever. I don't think it should be a mixture. The only way a man should be involved is if another man is involved trying to come at his woman.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
And I always say we are united front in public and checking each other in private.
And see, it's the thing about it is people are looking to see Ashley being checked in public and even Joy. And I don't understand that. If it's a girl, if it's two women that's really kind of combative, you got something to say. The whole thing is why nobody hadn't checked Joy. Who are y'all? Her mama? I'm gonna keep it real because I really am a little irritated. So I'm just gonna be 100%.
Well, I mean, they could even show us in private.
I don't get it. I'm just saying.
I mean, I could care less.
Are they their mama?
Right.
Are they their mama?
I get what
Please
you're
tell me
saying,
that.
but what they're wanting to see is the Clifton or Quick checking them in the moment of the group, and that's not for them to see. And if they decide to show it whenever, if Quick and Ashley had a conversation and he was like, hey, they had cameras in the suite and I had them pull it back and you came in and you got right in Clifton's face. I understand you feel disrespected, but I invited them there and that wasn't the time or place for you to get in the man's face. Then that's still in private, but we get to see it. But we haven't seen that yet in the episode. And another thing, well, see, and here's the thing with Joy. Joy hasn't gotten in a man's face. You know what I'm saying? Her beef with Ashley is her beef with Ashley, and they're both being disrespectful towards each other. So it's a mutual playing ground. So, and essentially, as long as she hasn't, gotten into a man's face, and there's no disrespect for where Clifton needed to check her. And Clifton is I agree 100% with Clifton when Black was talking about his issue with Joy, and you see they cut back to the scene when they were at the wrestling thing, and he was like, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm sitting here having a conversation with you. We didn't hung out however many occasions.
100%. Yep.
He's like, I ain't got nothing to do with that. If a man's wife feels so strongly about not being in the presence of another man, what man is gonna force his wife to be in the presence?
Come on now. So let's get into that real quick. Let's talk about that, Dina. Good segue about the whole situation with the Black. The whole time I'm watching this grown man and I'm watching this, I'm trying to get a conversation with your wife. First of all, that sounds weird. You're literally telling me that you're constantly trying to get a whole talk with my wife over and over and over about something that happened 20 years ago. I don't understand the beef between either one of them. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't get why Joy cares. I get it's her friend. I get it. It's been 20-something years. What, a century? Why does it matter? He's married with somebody else he's been married to for, I guess, over, I don't know how many years he's been married. You are married to somebody else. Unless, you guys have been together as man and wife or a boyfriend and girlfriend. And even then, I would still say, look how long ago it was. Why does it matter? And I do would take the same stance as Joy as like I don't care. I don't understand why Black wants to constantly have this conversation because if it's not true that you didn't use her, that she was a side chick, why are you so pressed about it?
Right. And I get the negative connotation that, because they had their whole interview and they broke down the timeline and blah blah blah. But here's the thing. Regardless of whether y'all were intimate during or after the relationship, the fact that you were entertaining each other while he had a whole nother girlfriend and he was taking you home and you was coming to his shows in different cities or whatever, there's an emotion, there's emotional cheating 90% of the time before there's physical cheating. You know what I'm saying? So and you lucky you don't live in like North Carolina, South Carolina, where you can sue somebody for deflection of attention. I'm just saying. So
but Dina,
there's that.
But Dina, my thing is this: Joy is not the girlfriend.
Right.
The girlfriend is not here. I just don't get the whole storyline. I'm sorry.
I
I just don't get it.
But what I'm saying is, I think that Black's whole thing is he
Mhm.
wants to protect his image per se,
Mhm.
and he feels like his wife is being disrespected. Like,
Mm.
for example, we wish that Maurice would step up like Black when everybody was trying to say Kimmy was a side chick and he never said nothing, and then the wife never, or the ex-wife or whatever, let the narrative be run. Like the way that Black is fighting to get rid of this side chick label is what we wish Maurice would do.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I get that
I
point of
thought
view. I get it.
also
Go ahead,
thought
Erica.
Joy said something about him being shady with the money or with the deals
Well,
or
yes,
contracts or
I
something.
believe
I
the
don't even really
situation.
remember it, but
I believe the situation was that I guess they had an opportunity to do
right.
a tour or some, an opportunity to get some real money. And because of the way he was moving around the group and he didn't do the paperwork in time, or certain people didn't want to work with him, whatever, the deal fell through. And she feels like because of his shady business dealings that that's why they didn't their career didn't further on with the group.
I'm gonna be clear. I swear to God, I be willing to do a whole unsung on this whole goddamn group. Because
Right.
I swear that I feel like that there is smoke under here. I think there's fire there. And this is no shade, who gets hit. Whether there is some truth about Black, maybe doing something like alluding to what Dina was saying as far as his wife or before or whatever. Even Joy said that he did some deals that was wrong, like Erica was saying with the record or whatever. A lot of these things may be true, even about Joy, whatever they may be. But it happened so long ago. We're hearing so many different stories. Unless the whole band gets together in an unsung episode, let's break it down. Like we're just hearing from Joy and Black, and they're both angry, and they're both talking. We're not gonna ever get. You know what I'm saying? There's no solution to it. I don't feel there's a
Right.
solution to it.
Although I do feel like if there's a new people on the show, which Sherelle and Black and Joy and Clifton were, if you're basically coming out like, okay, she's his wife now, but she was a side chick and he's shady, then to think that you're gonna come off, basically you could come out blazing and they, and never really have a chance to mash it out. You know what I'm saying? Like, how is that even going to work? So I'm not saying that Black has to have a conversation with her. I get it. She's a woman and he's a man or whatever, but it's like, okay, you are out here basically dogging him, refusing to tape, all this other stuff. And we all both been on the show 5 minutes. Like,
And
huh?
I'm with you, Erica. First of all, I need to see the receipts. No, first I need the backstory. Then I need the receipts.
Right.
And then y'all need to go ahead and hash it out. Because if I remember correctly, the other girl in the group is who Black was dating.
Right.
And I believe that because of this Sharella incident and her and Black breaking up is part of the reason that the group disbanded.
Right.
My
So,
thing. I'm gonna
yeah.
say this. I'm gonna say it real quick. I'm sorry, Eric. I'm gonna say it real
No, it's
quick.
okay. No.
Whoever the girl is, I would love to hear from her. I swear to God, she can come here and be comfortable and just to have a conversation because you ladies have brought up a really good point that, like I said before, we're missing the whole group, like the unsung episode. Like, can we get all stories? Because she's the one that happened to. We have Joy
Right.
defending her. We have him talking about it, but and Sherelle has her part, but the lady that's actually involved has not said anything. How fair is that? That we
Yeah,
haven't
that's
heard from
weird.
her. I'm just
That's
Exactly.
saying.
weird.
And there was a similar line, I think, on Basketball Wives LA or whatever, where the person is coming off and they're riding all hard for somebody who's not even on the show. So that person's voice is like not heard, and it just gives almost produced. Because I'm like, okay, you know, do you all have another reason? You know what I'm saying? Like, are we friends or not? Like, what are we doing? So, you know, I like Sherelle and Black, generally speaking, but I don't feel like they're given enough footage or airtime for us to really, I don't know, dare I say, care that much.
Yes, give a
So
shit. Give a shit.
right, right. Like I just don't give, you know, it's like, okay, you know, I mean, at least Ashley, we like, you know, we know Ashley because she's been on the show. So I'm like, I don't even know these people like, half the time. So
And and,
I'm
and
like,
and we
okay,
say that lightly. We say that lightly because I feel like that their storyline could be something. Just us talking about it.
right.
Do
What I'm
y'all
saying is that,
agree?
yeah, no,
Yeah.
I'm not, we don't know enough. Like all I know about Sherelle is really her wigs or whatever. And I know that she hooked Winter up with this guy who she's no longer with. So like there might be stuff there. We just have not seen it. And so to me, I feel like they're holding on to this fight with Joy as if that's the only way for them to be on the show. Because even when Sherelle was in there making eggs or making breakfast with Winter, it's like okay, you know, we're mad at Joy too. Like,
Hey,
really?
come on,
You
come
know,
on, Erica. Come on, Erica.
like
Right.
Come on,
And here's
Erica.
what is we talking
Come
about?
on,
So
Erica.
it's almost like they want to be in the mix. You know, not saying that they're not really upset with Joy because Joy did say whatever about them,
Right,
right?
right,
But it
right.
does seem like that's what they're holding on to kind of, you know, to be part of the discussion.
Come
right.
on, Erica.
And, you know, and so I don't know if it's them or the producers or Carlos. I don't know who's doing it. But yeah, like if we really gonna have a discussion, then Joy, we need your friend, girl. We need your friend
Right.
because
And
you
I was
can't be
just
out
about
here
to say,
scrapping for somebody who's not on the show. Like
I
I'm
want to hear
sorry.
Dina jump
Go
in.
ahead,
Come on,
Dina.
Dina, jump in. It's good.
I was just about to say, look, now when we started this, it was 2022, 2023, right? And you know how people love to jump on the apps, and we have heard nothing from this woman. Now it could be she is in a happy, loving relationship with 2.5 kids and a dog and a picket fence, and she don't want to go back down that road. But with everything that's coming out on the show, you would think this woman somewhere on one of these platforms would have been like, this is how it went down. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was dating him from this time to this time. I saw phone messages of them going back and forth, kiki and haha, from this time to this time. Then we broke up, and then they smashed on this day. Or I called pictures of them together in his phone before we broke up. And I want to say he even admitted on the Carlos King interview that, you know, him and the girl had broke up and got back together, broke up and got back together several times before
I mean, he
they
was an artist. That's like dating an athlete. Like, what are you expecting?
This is
right.
true.
I mean, I'm sorry. I don't mean it like that, but yeah.
No. That type of
So
environment is
And
crazy.
even the worst bands have groupies, I'm sorry to say. So
and
Yes,
if you're a
true.
groupie and you landed the man, there's no shame in that either. I'm just
right.
saying, if you're a groupie and you ended up a wife, you win it, girl. So it's
Yeah.
fine.
City girls up 1,000.
But if we're going to talk about it, let's get the whole story out because kind of throwing these little random shots.
Mm-hmm.
And because to me, if Joy really don't care, then just let it go. If it really ain't nothing, and it was so many years ago.
Yeah, I just still would like to have that conversation. You know, she probably is. I don't care about it or whatever, but I'm saying I would like to have that conversation with her if
Right?
somebody
No,
could reach out to her.
well, yeah,
That's
no,
just me.
no, I agree because I'm like, okay, you made it a thing, so to now act like I don't care, it ain't nothing.
Right.
Well, then
Yeah.
just film with the people and get over it. It is something, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't act like it's nothing if in the moment, or no, it is true, and this and this and this, you know what I'm saying? And so she might have some sort of receipts because I don't know if Black really responded to her questions, honestly. So it's like maybe she has a point, but to me, it's like, okay, you this,
It's just too late in the game for
yeah,
all this.
or more importantly, to me, it's like, okay, you might be mad because you feel like an issue happened with your career because of his messiness in the bedroom. That's valid. But I know you're not riding here 20 years later for your friend who got cheated on. Like,
Right. Exactly. And I 100% agree.
so, but that makes sense. If you're like, okay, basically I'm doing cover songs when I could have been in a real group because this man couldn't keep his pee in his pants. Now that's a valid thing to say. That's something to kind of stand on and really have a talk about where my career could have been if you weren't messing with the main singer and your side chick. Like that's a real reason to be like,
Mm-hmm.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't want to talk to you. But she's not really articulating that. So
Who's not? I'm sorry. Who's not?
Joy. To me, I feel like Joy. I feel like it probably has more to do with her career. It sounds like him being messy and sleeping around is what broke the band up, and maybe she feels like the band could have had some heat, I guess. And now she's singing cover songs in Mexico. So I could see where that would be a real reason to be stank. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But to
Wow, not
just be
staying.
like riding hard because your girl got cheated on and she wasn't married to this man and we were all like on the road and stuff and like that doesn't really to me logically
Right.
make sense.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mhm.
either way, Joy's kind of like, I can't stand them, they did this, and not really fully fleshing it out is and I'm not going to film with them. Wait,
Right.
what?
I need to see, like, I'm just saying, I always
I
say,
either
don't,
need the full backstory, or if
right.
if you really, you can't have no backstory and you not filming. Like that's not working. You got
Right.
to either tell us
You
what's
gotta
up.
come with a dollar amount. Like this
Yeah.
whatever opportunity, like I need somebody to say, hey, we have this opportunity to sign with a record label, and they was about to give us, a $2 million deal or whatever, split
Right.
between how many
And
people,
then the
and
lead
then it
singer
messed
caught
up.
him in bed with Sherelle, and now we have nothing. And now I'm
Exactly.
singing
That's
in
what I
Mexico
need.
every other weekend.
Exactly. That's what
Because
I
I
need.
can't because I can't get no real gigs. Now I'm here with you, Carlos, when I could have been a star. Like
Mm.
that's what we need to know. We need to know.
Exactly.
Tell us
Okay, I'm gonna put this poll in the chat, and I want you guys. It's only on YouTube. I know I can do it on Instagram. I just have not figured that part out yet. Give me a minute, but this is what I'm adding to the YouTube one. I want you guys to go in the YouTube chat and tell me. We got 17 likes and we got about 17 people in the chat. Make sure y'all get the likes up, please, as you come into the room. To all the members and the new members, I want you to say welcome, welcome, welcome. You all know we have new emojis. Go in the chat and add the new emojis in the chat. Join the membership, gift the membership. It's a whole vibe over here on Kamisha Reviews. And everybody, 100% you are Kamisha Reviews crew. Y'all are 100% hitting that poll up in YouTube already. I will get the results in a minute. So, wow. One of the things I wanted to ask you guys is, I don't know, how do we feel about the fact of Arena and Jamie? Now, the thing with the Terry situation, different comments I've got behind the scenes, DC people talking or whatever, saying, look, y'all not looking at the situation. I said this yesterday. When you listen to Terry talk, and I think Dina said something about it, she touched on it a little bit. Terry, it seemed like she was just straight coming for Joy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Arena said, I am the one that arranged Terry to come here. Now, what does that mean? That all the information, Joy felt attacked. Joy felt like, how do you know this? If you saw that once or twice, she kind of looked, even her and Clifton was sitting there like, wait, what? What is the, so I want to hear from you guys about that. Dina, what do you think?
Like like I said, I felt like, when she came in and she said she's, reading the room. I don't know if Ashley and Sherelle and Black Energy jumped onto her or what, but she she seemed like she was trying to go for the jugular with Joy. And then again, certain things should be said in private. Like the whole questioning her, like Joy said, she ain't asked her if she could read her, number one. Number two, the whole thing digging into her dad and whatever was going on with that. It's like we're in mixed company. Now y'all know, if y'all from the South or Black, y'all know y'all don't bring up certain things in front of mixed
Mm-hmm.
company. You know what I'm saying? If y'all something going on with the family, but y'all got people at the house that ain't family, you don't talk about it. And if y'all got something going on and the Caucasians are there, you don't talk about it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a standard. So the fact that you're in a room where half the room is against you, then you're not finna be, your wall is not finna be down, and you're not finna be talking about personal things about what your dad meant to you in your life and this is that and the third in front of people that you don't even want to film with. You only there to get your check, so you sure not finna talk about nothing personal.
Okay. So where do you think the information came from is where I was also what, because the thing about it is these questions, I know she may be good, intuitive or whatever, but she was hitting things like someone has said, hey girl, this is what so and so got going on. This is what so and so got going on. Okay, go. Do you
Well,
understand what I'm saying? Go ahead,
I
Erica.
feel like
Come
I'm
on, Erica. Come
okay.
on.
I'm 50-50. Part of me feels like maybe Joy's stank attitude psychically touched the healer. And so I'm 50% on that. And then I'm 50% on obviously Arena sent some text messages. And I'm 50% Arena text her before she got up in there. Like, look, girl, okay, nobody in there in the house stand her. Can you come in and make it right? So I am 50-50 either way, because to me, the healer should have said, can I heal you? Right. But then it's sort of like if someone's like, okay, she got a bad attitude, and you come in there and the person continues to have that same bad attitude, then it's just, hopefully she got a deposit up front, because at a certain point, they didn't even let the white woman talk. She's like trying to raise her hand on the side. So, um, it's a tough room because you can't go in on somebody if they're feeling defensive. And
Mhm.
so the healer thing, I had liked her in her other sessions with people before, but it's kind of tough. I think with that large of a group, I wasn't really sure. You can't give Joy a therapy session in front of all of her enemies. Like, that's
Come
not
on,
going to work
Erica.
either.
Not for her enemy, Jesus.
You know what I'm saying? It's like and because here's the thing, like Dina is saying, Dina is saying all these people are against Joy, but also Joy is against all of these people, right? So
True.
Joy
Mhm.
is mad. She started to some not saying that Ashley was right, but she got upset with Ashley initially. She was the one who threw these shots at Black. So of course now they're not messing with her. She's not messing with them. So to me, I feel like the healer should have delved more into those. She's not messing with them because of whatever issue she got with her father.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Girl, I was like, what the hell is going on?
Like she might have issues with her father that she is now appearing to be
Right.
defensive about. That might be valid, but that's not why she don't like Black. And that's certainly not why she don't like Ashley. She's upset with Ashley.
But wait, hold up.
You know,
Wait, hold up. Let's get a little messy. Hold up. Why is it okay? So before we got the clip of the red dog, how we got here is because she's like, she interrupted me, and then he had this look of his face. Like I was like, what? Ashley is so petty, bro. I was watching that scene because I didn't really hear Ashley say anything, but as soon as she was like, because they were going back and forth a little bit, tit for tat. That shit was funny to me. Now, look, I could go ahead and be serious, but to me, that shit was funny. Dina,
Look,
I was like,
all I
extra.
got to say is I don't know what Terry came in on, but it was not. It did not feel like love, light, and energy. Okay, and like, I'm with Erica. I don't know if she got some pre-information.
Oh,
Like I said, everybody in the room had a little bit of, stank attitude. Ashley, Joy, Sharella and Black. Like the only like I said, the only couples that was like really neutral or was like chill was Winter and her boo and Jamie and Arena. So the air was thick. It seems like the way it was edited every time Joy and Clifton aren't around is more light and fun.
yeah.
And then as
Come on,
soon as they enter, it like sucks the air out
come
of the
on, Tina.
room. And so, if that's the narrative y'all going with, we always say every season has to have a villain or, some type of direction or some type of whatever towards somebody, so everybody can jump on the bandwagon. Like we had the less hate winner season, and then last year Ashley was the mean girl, and now this year we got sassy Clifton and Joy got a bad attitude. Every season it just rotates. And I mean, hell, even one season Jamie was the villain because nobody liked the way
It
he talked
was.
to Arena.
But
So
see, you know what, Tina? That could be an easy way to try to make it sound like, well, everybody hate this couple. This is why we had to remove this couple. There's always a
mhm.
narrative to everything. I'm just saying, period. Okay, so, but I want to also look at G Baby. He said, I forgot about this part, but who called little boy? Call him little boy was childish. What do we think about that part? Calling a grown man little boy. We got to touch on that. That's a big man, but I mean, okay, I'm gonna say it like this. My dad always told me, calling a man a boy. He made a big deal about that when I was
Ooh.
growing up. He did. He was like, do not call a grown man a boy or a bitch. He always told me that. So, I'm just gonna be honest. That's never been a positive thing. I just choose not to do it. I also have two boys as well, but I just choose not to do it. So, what is y'all opinion on that, Erica? What do you think?
No, I mean that's wrong. That's. I mean, it's wrong. I mean, when she called him a bitch too, like it's tough.
No,
It's
not
tough when
laughing
it.
while she's saying it.
I mean, it's tough with like the boy thing. I think is wrong. The bitch thing I think was accurate. So that's where I am
Oh
on it.
no! Wait a
I'm
minute
in the
now.
middle. Like I feel like
Wait a minute. What's
Clifton is
happening
a
with the
little
shade from
bit,
Erica?
or not only. Well, okay, I'll say to me, I think sassy is better than bitch. So I would say
Woo!
sassy is better than bitch. So he ain't a bitch, but he do got some like
Okay, Erica.
he does have some sassy ways. But I do think like
Oh no.
that's just but I do think he's a grown ass man. You know what I'm saying? So I
Okay.
do feel like the little boy thing I think is too far for sure.
It's really. I'm telling you. So, who is this?
Mhm.
So, what did you
For
think about? What did you think about that? Dina, we come from old school
I
as
just
well.
I just feel like that is like, well, we all know where the term boy, comes
Right.
from way back when. So when you call somebody a boy or a little boy, it's just, I don't know, it's just like for the being from the South, it's like the ultimate going for the jugular, because the disrespect in terms that come behind it or whatever. And so I don't know, it's just not the
I
correct
mean,
term. But
exactly. I feel like calling a black man a boy is the same way when they call, black women aggressive or whatever. It is
No, no,
there's
no,
some
no.
sort of
Erica. This is where we at the end. We done Black History Month. Doesn't matter about the History Month. I just say it in general. I'm so sorry. I think I interrupted you twice. I'm so sorry, Mama. But I'm saying is
okay.
calling boy, and I know the good time saying is a white racist word. It really is with that. So the thing of it is they called women girls. Like they called a grown woman girl. Like they would see a black woman, they would say, "Hey, girl," because it was
No, no.
so
Oh, go
rude.
ahead.
No,
Sorry.
I was just gonna say this. It was no. I was agreeing with you. I'm just saying, but I just want to expound on it. That is
Oh,
so nasty that when you
mhm.
call a grown woman a girl, it's the same thing when they call a full grown man a boy. I just want to say that because a lot of history gets washed down. That's something I felt passionate about. I couldn't stand when a person would call me a girl and they knew I was grown. And I'm gonna
right,
check your old idiot
exactly.
behind you. I'm gonna check the shit out of you But I'm just
Yeah,
saying, go ahead,
because a
Exactly.
Erica.
lot of them, even if they knew your name, even if it was your master,
Yes,
they'd be like,
yes,
"Now, go on, get girl.
yes,
Now, go
ma'am.
on,
There
get
you
boy."
go. That's what I
Like they
wanted to say.
never humanized you by
There you
saying, "Now,
go.
go on, get out of here, Charlotte." You
Mm-hmm.
know.
Exactly. So
Right.
that's why for me, I felt different by her saying he's acting like a bitch as opposed to calling him a little boy. So I do feel like those two things have a different history behind them and a different way of, just whatever. And
Mm-hmm.
so, and he's still a full grown ass man anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mhm.
it's not like he might be like Peter, he might be in a lot of mess, but it's not like he's not to some extent handling business from what we can see in his
Mhm.
family or whatever. So I do feel like there's a difference in, I feel like she crossed the line with the little boy thing, and that's driving
Yes, most definitely.
Okay. So Miss Terry, we think she might have been fed a little bit with her intuitive,
She might
knowing
just
a
be a
little bit.
good healer girl.
Baby, but if she was done with the healing and got up out of there.
Right.
My
Out
whole
on the
thing with
couch.
my whole reaction with Winter getting so upset with her leaving. Now, Winter, ma'am, I'm sorry. Why in the hell did you get so upset because she got up and left? It's almost because to me, I was looking at Winter like she is being um neutral, and I'm not gonna be on anybody's side or anything like that. I'm just like, trying to be cool, blah blah. I was in a line fire last season, but I felt like you getting upset and getting mad at Joy was too far, because she's upset because this woman brought up her childhood and her dad and all kind of stuff. I feel she had every right to get up and walk away. So I was
And that's
confused.
why I drive my own car
Girl.
or Uber when I go certain places with my family. Because if y'all get on that BS, I'm out, and ain't nobody gonna stop me. You see, like right now, um, Jamie and all them, they like stuck there. Now I don't know if they rode over there with them in the Sprinter and they got to take a Uber back to their place 20 minutes away or whatever, and walking out the door was the best availability. But let me tell you, that is the number one reason why I make sure I got my own way to and from places. Because if something pop off, I got to go.
Exactly. Now, I do feel like maybe, and I hate to bring up the race thing. Maybe they needed a black healer because the white healer could not control the conversation. So she was so busy asking Joy about her daddy that she never, like, at some point, Joy asked Black, um, how did you all really meet or whatever? And that kind of like,
Mm.
and they started to answer it, and then
Oh,
it was the whole thing about who
oh,
went home. But so it should have been like, okay, are we having a real discussion? And then they started talking over each other. So I was like, healer, we can't hear nobody. Healer, who has the mic? I can't even hear what they're saying anymore. So
wait,
like,
wait a minute. Not healer.
Healer was like, excuse me. And I was like, Healer, I need you to stand up and take control.
Look,
That's why you're
we
here.
forgot she was there. Okay,
I
period.
know. I was like, we need a more ethnic healer, I think,
Not
because
a not an urban healer.
we need an urban healer
Ebonic
to be
healer.
like, look, can only one person talk at a time. Who has the receipts?
Can we
We
get
need a
one
real
of color, please? Thank you.
thing.
Oh, like remember how they did several
With an
times, like
afro,
whoever has the spoon
with a pick
or
in her
the
hair,
rock
Erica.
or whatever gets to
Something.
speak.
Exactly. I was like, exactly. G Baby says it was not a real answer to that question. And that's the thing. It's like,
Yes, it
okay,
wasn't.
if you all are really saying, you know what I mean? Not that if you all feel like you don't have to explain, you don't have to explain. But if you're going to explain.
It
Make a
really wasn't an
choice.
answer. They were dancing
Right,
around there
but
like
see,
ooh
they
and
were
ah and
the
ooh and
reason why
ah.
there was such a long pause because they had to sit and think, what did we say on Carlos' show? So can't nobody be like, this is what they said when they was interviewing with Carlos, and this is what they said on the cabin trip.
Look, Joy got him. I ain't gonna front, but the way Joy sat back there, how'd y'all meet? Because I wasn't expecting that. It looked like it was random. Like you know how you have a script ready, and it's like this wasn't no script. They were looking like, wait a minute, we didn't have a discussion of the table reading or what we were gonna talk about at this.
Right. Because Joy the whole time, Joy was kind of like, I don't care. I'm not in it. Whatever. But then I was like, okay, does Joy have a receipt? Let's hear the receipt. How did y'all meet? And all of a sudden, it was a whole bunch. It was 8 people talking at one time. I was like, Healer, I need you to stand up. I need
No,
you.
we had that one
We
moment
got
of
real
fucking
quiet though for
we had
about
look,
30
look,
seconds.
Yeah.
it was like look, it was like
Everybody was like, wait, what? 20 years ago? Where are you going, Joy?
everybody was asleep. Everybody was asleep for 30 seconds. Like, wait, what happened? What did he
Except for
say?
Jamie, because he was fucking that chicken up. He reminded me of Safari from Love and Hip Hop when they had that argument. He was just sitting there eating his food, watching like a tennis game. That was Jamie. He was fucking.
I had to do Oh Lord have mercy. He said they were wrong. Jamie was kind of like this. See, this episode is not about me. I'm just chilling. You know, Dina, I'm telling you, girl, if I got some good food, and I don't care who's family. I'm like, look, if I'm not in the scene, y'all gonna catch me just literally eating and enjoying myself. It is what it is. Shit, I gotta eat. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Okay, so people in the chat are saying, why walk off? She was rude. How was she rude? If I'm sitting here being grilled about my whole life, including my childhood, in front of people I don't like, I'm gonna get the fuck up out of there. Now, if we're now, look, Dean, I'm gonna say this: if we're sitting here talking about our situation only, let me just say this again for the people in the back who can't hear. Now we're talking about our situation only, but I mean, I'm saying if I'm Joy and I'm saying Black or Ashley or whatever, I'm gonna sit there through it and we're gonna talk it out. But for you to talk about my childhood or my dad, the way I feel about my dad, bro, either Dina, either I get up and walk out or you gonna be laid out. So my move is to get up and walk out. Period. Okay. So I don't care what nobody say in the chat. I don't care what nobody say. You don't have to talk about my childhood or anything like that from people I don't even like. But
I agree with that. I agree with that. Although I will say, I mean, if we keep it 100, at that point, the Healer had totally lost control. So she ain't gonna keep nobody from walking out. And people gonna go to the bathroom. Like the Healer, I was like, girl, I hope you got your money up front because you're not even here anymore. No one is listening to you.
Right. Because I mean, I think originally, if I was Joy, I would have been like, this is not the time and place to discuss this in front of mixed company. If you want to discuss the issues at hand, with you know the struggle within the group, that's fine, but you're not finna relate the struggle in the group to whatever struggles I had in childhood or whatever, because the two that's reaching you reaching for that can of Crisco on the top shelf and you only 5'2", you was reaching.
And also I think, you know, I hate to bring it back to the Healer, but to me, when they were all talking over each other, that's when the Healer should have taken control. So to me, once it dies down, to be like, well, Joy, back to you. When you didn't say nothing when this person was talking over me, like, yeah, deuces. You know what I'm saying? So to me, I do feel like it's rude to just be up, but yeah, but to me, it is rude to just, you know, get up. But at that point, she lost them when they had that big argument, and then she couldn't control the room, which, you know, that was really her purpose of being there. Otherwise, they could all yell and scream amongst themselves without having a healer or some sort of therapist there. Like Dr. Phil never would have allowed that. And neither would Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, Dr. Ponytail, it's other doctors that would have said, no, y'all not going to sit here and scream.
Ivana Van Zap. Where she at? We gotta come through with her.
And you're not on my watch. Ayanla would not have stood for all that over the mic cross talking.
Oh,
He would
Jesus.
not have stood for it. So
Okay,
we need
first of
someone.
all, Mod, I'm about to get frustrated with you. First of all, crawfish is a delicate thing from where I'm from. The fact that you sitting here typing, Dina, please help her because I don't even want to get
Yeah,
involved
I
because
didn't. I didn't already told her it was catfish, and we didn't said it was catfish in 18 different
Although
reviews.
I do think LaRon said crawfish when he thought he was about to be
I tell
eliminated
you,
on
Yeah, he
Friday.
was like, "Can I get my crawfish to go?"
So
Jesus
crawfish
help.
is important.
I'm making a crawfish boil. I was just talking about that today because I'm gonna make one very soon. I'm gonna record it when I do it too. Dr. Ponytail.
Yes, Dr. Ponytail would have. See, Dr. Ponytail
That's
knows
Steven
how to.
Seagal.
She would have got them good. Yes, I miss her too because she was a good doctor.
Oh
So
God, Jesus.
they need her on this show. They could use Dr. Ponytail on this show because she would have done good. I think she would have
Mm,
done a better
mm,
job
mm.
than the healer because she would have been like, y'all not gonna be yelling and stuff on my dollar while I'm sitting here. So um
Oh Lord, a complete hot mess.com sound like to me. Oh, my stomach hurt. So besides the healer and besides the mess of the trip and then Winter breaking her knee or whatever. Anyway, besides that, is there anything else that we miss? Is there anything else we miss?
Nope.
no, I think that's pretty much it was all sort of kind of fluff until the healer thing. So
Oh, the healer. She showed the
well, let me
victory.
ask you all this. What are your all thoughts about because Winter at one point, Winter was like, I didn't want them to stay at a place that was 20 minutes away or whatever. And it's like, you know, I don't know. I
Oh, you
kind of
talking about
felt like,
because? Oh, you talking about because of the fact that Jordan was like 20 minutes away, right?
right, right.
Mm.
And I was like, well, it was kind of like we're on this group trip and then they can drop in when they feel like it, which I thought was fair if you don't get along with everybody. So,
Right, but they said in the previous episode that Winter made their arrangements, so it wasn't their fault that they wasn't right next door.
Hold on, I wanted to show you guys really quick the poll.
oh yeah, let's see.
I want y'all to see the poll. Wait, why am I on this one? Hold on, let me go to my.
But yeah, that's what they said in the previous episode.
Right. So that's what made it so crazy because then it made it seem like, okay, well, this is what they're doing. So I'm like, well, did she make who
Yeah,
made
Winter made the arrangements, and because they were like, "Oh, thanks, Winter, for the good arrangements." And I even said last week, at least they got their own bathroom.
right.
So, yeah. But
But then
then,
in this episode, she's like, oh, I didn't want them to be 20 minutes away. So that whole thing, I was like, huh? Like,
mm-hmm.
make it make sense. Like that part, that was a little bit of a glitch in the production that I did not really get.
Okay, so
Yeah.
the response on the poll was 50% no and 25% yes, and I put I don't care 8% and maybe 17%.
Oh, Joy and Black were intimate.
That's people have been saying that. Like I just wanted to know what people thoughts about that, and so that's what that was interesting to see. So it's kind of half and half a little bit, but a lot of people would say no. I just think that Joy probably wrote for her friend super hard. But my thing is, if the girl is not writing for it, why are you? Is it
Yeah,
just
I
for a
agree.
Yeah,
storyline?
you need to make that link. Like, oh, this messed up. I need a dollar amount. This messed up blank 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 dollars. And
I feel like she feels like her career would have been bigger than what it is
Ah,
because of the debacle of this group, which was mostly due to him, being a hoe.
oh
That's my
wow,
theory. That's
wow.
because to me, I'm like, yeah, because like you all, this was 20 years ago. So
Hmm.
there might be someone I didn't like who, an old boyfriend of a friend who cheated, but like, if everybody's married with new kids and stuff, like who, huh? Like who is still doing that hard?
right.
So I think it has more to do with probably his breakup with that girl demolished the group. And if the group was
Mhm.
about to really hit it, or in her mind, she thought they were about to really make it. And now, like, I'm singing at resorts in Mexico. Like
Mm.
that makes sense to be mad. I would be mad.
A
That's
big
something you
man.
might carry for 20 years. But, just because he wasn't married to her girlfriend, so like, you know, sure, so
um,
we
wait,
need
hold
more.
on. What romantic letter? I don't know about no romantic letter that made Winter
Oh,
cry.
you should wrote
Oh,
Winter a
right.
letter. Nobody cares about that bull crap.
Look, before we, oh my God.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot about that.
Hold on,
Yeah.
but
That
before
was
we get
cute.
out of here really quick, I want to do real quick. I want you guys, I got like maybe 40 or so people watching the channel. I want you guys to support my other brand, my other channels. I have other brands. Please go support the grilling, the makeup channel. I'm not as active on the movie channel, but the celebrity talk channel really is popping. So please, guys, take a few moments and go and subscribe to those channels. Now, I want to really quick say something about the love letter that made her cry. So Dina said she didn't care, but what did you want to say about it, Erica? I feel like you had something you're going
No,
to add to it.
not really good. I mean, who cares? I didn't care that much either. Um, it's funny. It was I feel like you do what you can to get some for Valentine's Day. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe he's trying to abolish the abstinence arrangement. So, but it was cute.
Mm. Well, at the end of that was cute. At the end of the day, we'll probably never find out about the whole thing with Joy the band. That whole thing with Joy the band reminds me of like one of those real world documentary shows, like those the band that was in the hometown, that was popular in the hometown. That's the tea that it gives me, and I just feel like there's a story behind it, not because they were like big or whatever, just because we're talking about it so much. I just want to hear the background, the real tea, everybody who's involved with it, because I'm pretty
I
sure
know.
if we would
It
just
would
sit
be
back
it
and talk
probably
to
be
all
good.
the band, if we would sit back and talk to all the band members, I bet you everybody's story would be either the puzzle pieces that fit, or everybody's story is different. Either way it goes,
Mhm.
I want to be messy here.
Right. That's what I want. I want the hot tea.
Come on now. I really want to hear. Hey, confessions. Shout out to everybody who came to the chat today. This was actually a fun live that I was being a little grumpy about in the beginning. Didn't even tell you behind the scenes, but I was. But anyway, doesn't matter. I
Oh,
still
well,
had a
wait.
good
Now,
time.
V. Jones says the letter didn't hit because we know they are not together now. And I think
Yep.
that's probably it too, because you're kind of like, okay, well, whatever.
And if we knew that they were still together or this would have been released on time, it probably would have been different. I
And
agree.
and I will say this, since we're coming down to the end, when we talk about how you deal with women in public, in the
Mhm.
preview, we see her man, I don't even know his name, kind of sticking up for Joy or something like that.
Yep.
And then Winter, like, I'm like, is this the beginning of the end? Like, that's all we looking for. Like, where,
Right.
what's the beginning of the end? So, but that brings to the point, kind of what we were talking about earlier, and Dina was making the point of how do you stand behind your person
Mm.
in a public setting? So, we have to see that episode. But yeah, it's like, okay, if Quick were to be like, oh, Ashley, you were wrong to run in there, whatever, in front of the whole group, then Ashley would be like, okay, who you going home with? Like, who
Well.
you sleeping with
Right.
tonight? Like, whose bed you going home to? Because you're not going home with me. Like, where are you going?
Mm.
So to me, it'll be interesting to see, next week's episode. I feel like the producers must be really struggling. Like, I feel like they have a lot of footage, but this is not the most interesting season. But
Mhm.
but I found that clip interesting because it's like, okay, yeah, that's what happens when you go against the person you with in front of everybody. Like,
Yep.
you know, you run that risk. So
Guys, make sure y'all check out the new members emojis that I have added. If you are a member, make sure y'all check them out and post them as you come into the live. Make sure you guys go follow the ladies I have up here. They are both content creators. Y'all know Dina, aka Christina, has a new channel, the Receipt Queen. She's been typing in the chat. Make sure you guys please go follow Erica. Exactly, Erica been really active lately, and her channel been doing some things. So make sure you guys please go follow the two of them. But the receipt queen, I need to put her link in the chat and pin it so y'all can go and follow her. She is a good commentator, good content creator, and she has type in the chat, Gina, so I can post. I mean, I'm sorry, pin it on YouTube.
What, my channel?
Just type in the chat because I'm gonna
Oh,
pin
I
it.
did type in the chat.
Let me see, because I'm on YouTube now. Where are you? I don't see you.
I did. I just typed in, y'all.
No, I'm on. I'm on. Well, type in the YouTube chat. Maybe I should say that. Type in the YouTube chat. I need to just look at your channel. Let me just look at your channel. I think did I find you? Yep, I did. I'm just gonna I always forget how to actually share.
Hold on.
Oh, I got it. I got it. I got it. Copy. Mm-hmm. I got it. Okay, so now I'm from the top. Well, I see you there. I see you didn't type, but I'm from the paste as well. So I'm from the pin this. Please make sure you guys go and click on this chat. Hold on. How can I pin this link? Hold on. Okay, well, for some reason it wanted me to pin her your, but I pinned the
Okay.
link to the chat. It doesn't matter. I just wanted to pin up there. Y'all go and follow and subscribe to the channel. I need to get this channel. I want this channel to at least to 500 so she can monetize this channel. Because now it's 500. My channel I have right now going is 500. I just need to get the watch time hours up. So she has 54 subscribers. Let me actually share. I'm gonna take it a step further. Hang on. And then I'm gonna share Erica's too. I don't know. I just want to go ahead and show y'all. This
Thank
is
you,
her
thank you,
channel.
thank you for all those that
This
like and subscribe.
This is Dina's channel. This is her new channel. Please go and follow her channel. Okay. Of course, she still it's a bad Betty girl queen. She still got that. She's still that girl. Y'all need to understand that. So there's a lot going on with the I know. Are you still covering the stuff like the new crazy show when Dina? I mean, when she hit her in the face and the whole thing that came out with Natalie. I'm surprised you ain't covered all that because that's been crazy. You're covering
Yep.
all that.
And then BMF. I'm gonna do BMF today.
Yeah, oh, I did it yesterday too, girl. We gotta talk about them behind the scenes. Okay, so guys, please go and follow the receipt queen. Let's get those because I know I've had about 50 y'all in the chat. Let me find Miss Erica while I'm here. See how your name come up. You see how your name come
Oh,
up my
thank
search? See how
you.
your name come? That means I follow y'all for real, for real. Okay. Ooh, this first one with the okay. F that. Okay. Uh I love how you go in there and change. I've been telling y'all go in there and customize y'all channel. So y'all go please and go follow exactly Erica as well, please. She has 161. We need to get her at 500 also. So these two, we need to get them at 500 so they can be monetized. That is the new number, and that is the goal. And I know that Erica, tell me about your journey. You on a how many days? What did you say?
Oh my gosh, you actually watched that video? Okay. I always say it at the end. Okay, so
Oh,
I'm
so
trying
so
to get
so that yeah,
monetized
that tells you I
in
watch y'all stuff. Thank
I
you,
know,
ma'am.
like,
Uh-huh.
ooh, because I didn't say that till the end. Okay. So I'm
Yes,
trying to
ma'am.
get monetized in 90 days. So let's get it in. So yes.
Let's
Mm-hmm.
go.
See, you
Yes,
didn't
it's
even
a
know.
challenge. So yeah,
I
okay.
feel like the teacher. I watch all of my kids' stuff. I watch our stuff. I work overnight, so I usually watch Dina Confession stuff, and I watch Mod stuff because it wakes me up because she's screaming. So yes, I watch everybody's stuff at night, and just saying. So make sure you guys go and follow. Oh my God, my queen's channels, please. Okay, but with that being said, guys, this was a good live. Actually,
This
I
was
do
fun, you
appreciate
guys.
it.
Yes.
It really
Yes.
was a fun live. So, um, what do you got coming up, ladies? Tell me what you got coming up. Erica, what you got coming up? Start with you. What's coming up on your channel?
Um, I'm gonna follow up on some comedy stuff with Corey Holcomb
Yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
and that sort of thing. It's like I almost have to watch his show every Tuesday because I'm like, oh, he says
Right.
something crazy every week. And then I'm
Did you hear?
trying.
Did you hear what Mike Epps said? You need to follow. Did
Yeah,
you?
I
Do you?
saw that. I saw part of. I'm gonna go back and watch that interview because Mike Epps talked a lot about
He
like
did.
his drug addiction. He had a few good points in that interview, and yeah. So I want to talk a little bit more because I think there's a dichotomy kind of going on in comedy between the Kevin Hart and the Dave Chappelle's and the Cat Williams and the Moniques, and kind of where people fall on that sort of comedy, urban comedy
We
front or
should
whatever.
collaborate on my other channel. My other channel is comedy and celebrities, so we should
Oh yeah,
collaborate.
yeah, for sure. Because I think there's a lot of stuff going on there.
Mhm.
I'm debating. Well, right now there's no Love After Lockup show, and I don't know. The Real Housewives have kind of been dry, so um, you know. So I'm doing more commentary stuff, and and I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do another 90 day. There's some kind of 90 day fiance drama going on with Michael this week, so I kind of covered
Do
that.
you not do that 90
And
day that comes on Max TV where they do all them dating? You don't watch that date life one, the 90 days? Do you not watch that one? I'm surprised you don't do that one.
I have not been doing that one. I've been doing like I like them, but the shows are like 2 hours and it's getting a
Mm.
little repetitive. But there's certain couples like Mike and Angela are the couple that got me really watching it. And so, their whole drama kind of playing out in real
Well, then
time.
just do a rant about it. Then maybe then because it's
Yeah,
getting a
yeah.
little
So
abused. Maybe do a rant about it.
yeah,
That's what I'm
yeah.
gonna do for because I don't do Your Love Is Blind, but there are about 3, 4 couples on there. As soon as this reunion hit, I got some shit to say because they didn't irritated me.
Okay, so Dina,
Ooh,
what you
okay.
got?
Go ahead, Dina.
What you
Yeah.
got coming up, Mama? What you got coming on your channel?
So I'm gonna drop 2 episodes of BMF today. They'll probably be recorded, and then Confessions and we still need to do the reunion for baddies and all that drama that's going on over there at Zeus because everybody's sleeping with everybody. And then after they drop the reunion, the full, I don't know if it's gonna be 1 or 2 parts for Love Is Blind. I binge watched it yesterday and I got some things to say.
So what I wanted to tell you guys when I said that my channel, hold on, that I was speaking about, I'm really proud of this channel because Kamisha reviews, Let's Talk Celebrities and Comedians. I have gotten a lot of good views on my comedy commentary. And I'm really proud of it. And I want you guys to come over there and follow. It's a new thing I'm doing. It's called comedy, celebrities. I mean, I'm getting some really good hits on it. So make sure you guys go over there and follow. I made a 579. I just gotta get my watch time hours and I'll be able to monetize my second channel. So, and also let me go ahead and go back to hold on, because I'm just really just feeling the love today. My ladies have been so good to me. Y'all go over and follow exactly Erica. Like again, she has great commentary. Please go over there and follow these ladies. Like this video she did by Monique, really got some good views. So y'all go over there and follow these ladies. They'll have good content coming up. We really are going into the fall season, and no more of the strike or whatever. So we got some good TV coming up. BMF, I enjoyed watching and reviewing it yesterday. Like Dina said, we got the reunion coming up, Love Is Blind. So you're covering Love Is Blind reunion, Dina?
Yeah, I'm just gonna give my thoughts on the whole season. I'm not doing episode by episode because I really don't care about some people, but there's like maybe 3 or 4 couples that I need to talk about that just work my nerves.
And
Tina,
I'm
go.
also
Hold on,
I want
Edgar.
okay, go
Hold on,
ahead.
Edgar, real quick. Tina, go to my YouTube channel. I actually have Dina's channel pinned to the very top of the comments. You can just click on it and you can follow her that way. I'm sorry, Erica. Go ahead, baby.
No, it's good. It's okay. And I was gonna say I am also going to be doing Seeking Sister Wives. I forgot. Actually,
Oh, okay,
because that
okay.
just started this week. There's one episode. I'm one episode behind. So and they air on Mondays. So I'm gonna drop that later today, and then I'll start back
Also,
tomorrow.
guys, if you see on the let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. If you guys can see, whenever I share a channel, you guys can see right by their name, it has the it by their name. And let me do it again for Dina because you said you couldn't find Let me go back to. I lost the tab. There we go. Hold on. Now I can't. Is it the receipt? Is the receipt putting together? Dina.
Yeah, it's all one word.
Okay, there we go. Okay, so when I share the channel, you can see right there. You can see it because people always try to type in the name. Like I get confused too, but you see how it's all. However it's said on the channel, it will come up. As soon as I type in it all together, her channel came right up. So we got almost 40 people in here watching. And I'm hoping you guys have went in and subscribed to both of these channels because they come on here every Sunday and you guys enjoy. Not only Sunday, Dina's come on here for Ready to Love on Saturday as well. You guys enjoy. I get the DMs all the time or the comments where you guys enjoy what they have to say. So go and follow the individual channels and their content because for YouTubers right now, we're going into our fall season. I know it sounds funny, but we're going to go into summertime when all the new shows, the new reality shows drop. And so for YouTubers who review shows and different things, it's going to be popping. And with Dina, as far as Jocelyn, do you have any tea of the new seasons coming up, Dina? About
No, they said a couple months back that they was filming season 5, but I haven't been to see anything that when it's gonna actually be released. But yeah, I can't do too much with Zeus because they snatched my other channel, but it's all good.
It's funny you said that. I was just sitting here reading when you said Zeus had Dina, aka Christina Paytem, and I was like, oh my god! But I actually love that as that being in your description because you want everybody to know. Because I know, like I say, it's other channels that has to happen to. I wish you would get together with other channels and y'all would do like
Right. And see, the reason why I
video.
put that up there, so if people do search Dina, aka Christina, then that
It's
I'm
smart. It's
hoping
very
that it comes
smart.
up.
No, it's very, very smart. So she does cover Zeus. In fact, her other channel was popping. And she was one of the first bloggers to cover. It was her and a few other people that covered the Zeus shows, and that was an unfortunate situation. They took it down. So let's get this channel to grow. She'll probably still cover Zeus, but she'll move a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
to still cover it. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys channel, give a few 10-15 minutes for you guys to shine and let everybody go over there and subscribe and check out their content. So with that being said, guys, it's been a really good live. Thank you guys. I gotta go to work tonight. Unfortunately, we'll see you guys next week. Next week, we'll be here, same place, same time. One thing I want you guys to know, and that nothing that will never change about this, I am the queen of reality TV. Don't get it twisted and don't doubt it. It is